We are live, gentlemen. I got to remind myself that we're live, so I stop cussing and stuff. Being a new ex-smoker, you guys are in for a ride today because I'm not feeling so great. I appreciate all the kind words. I do want to start out with a couple of happy birthdays. We got Fish in the Mid-South. I believe his birthday was yesterday, if I'm not mistaken. And James Kirkpatrick's birthday is today. If I missed anybody, please apologize. Did I miss anybody, fellas?
That's the only two I knew of.
All right. So we're going to get this deal going here. Let's say hello to some people in chat. And we'll go from there. So I imagine some people will start coming in here. We got like 80 people in here already. You guys are awesome. Let's say hello to Miss Annette Morgan. How you doing, Annette? I see Catfish Bandit in there. What's up? Catfishing with Cause. How you doing, dear? Dan Thompson, crew member. What's up, Dan? David Smith in the house. Don, our crew member, had fun on Don's show the other day. I see a couple crosses. Fishing crew member. What's going on, Betty? How you doing, sis? Two Stans Fishing in the house. What's up, Stan? I'm getting better at jumping around at this list. Downtown Ernie Brown in the house. What's up, my friend? Downey's Tackle, one of the sponsors of the 1v1. He's been giving away some heavy-duty rigs. Check out his link in the description. I see El Catfish Grande. Love that name. Love that name. Art, One Ton Fishing Club in the house. Blue Line Adventures. How you doing, Jim? He gave away some stickers over the weekend. Chris Davis in the house. The great Miss Cindy Stokes in the house. Corn-Fed Experience in the house. Holy smokes, they're still stacking in here. Ernie the Hog Snatcher. What's up, Ernie? Fat Boy, Eric Fishing in the house. Crew member Richard over at Fishing Freedom. Fishing with Squirrel. What's going on? Fishing the Mid-South. Happy belated birthday, sure. There's Haley Mize. How you doing, Haley? Your stickers went out today, actually, dear. Chris Usselton, also known as Indiana Chris. There's Michelle from It's All Mine. James Birthday Boy, James Kirkpatrick. Jeremy Colvin Fishing. Jeremy, it was fun being on your channel yesterday and talking crappies. That was a lot of fun. There's crew member Jay Fox Hunter. How you doing, bud? Jimmy Graham in the house. John Patrick Jr. in the house. I see Keith Doc Reed. What's going on, Mr. Reed? Kevin Baker, Nuts and Boat Fishing. Lance McCouga, Hawaiian Fisherman. Mike Irvin, North Folk Outdoors. Old Oak Outdoors. That's a young man getting started in the catfish game here on YouTube. Check him out. P&B Catfishing. Chad didn't like the peanut butter part of that. It must mean something else. PA Catfish Seekers. Parker Pursuits, my friend. What's going on, Parker? Patriot Catfishers of America. Patriot Float's another great sponsor. Their link is in the description. Pontoon Jody Catfishing. Jody, did you send Creel his dollar bill yet? Let me know. Crew member Pontoon Jody in the house.
I got a spot picked out for it.
Check her out on Thursdays after station. There's Troy over at Real and Virtual Outdoors. Ronnie Moore in the house. Sean Chili in the house. Your order went out for your hat, my friend, today as well. Ricky over at Solo Text Adventures in the house. There's Josh Weekend Angler. Tim Don in the house. There's crew member TX Tiger in the house. Uncle Jeep. Troll Extraordinaire in the house. There's prize sponsor Van over at V3 Customs Kentucky, crew member in the house. Whisker Dreams in the house. Pork Chop. Did you guys see Pork Chop wearing that dress?
Yeah.
I have to say, I was kind of dreading it until I saw him wearing a Jody wig, and that kind of pushed it right over the edge.
Yeah.
Right over the edge. Two Stan Fishing in the house. What'd you say, Brian?
I almost wanted to pull over after seeing that picture. I was laughing so hard.
What a good sport. What a good sport. I'm going to go through this list one more time. Bobcat Outdoors, Catfish Regulators, crew member. What's going on, Aaron? How you doing, bud? Let's see if I missed anybody. Corn-Fed I got. Ernie Brown, Down East, Elgato. Alicia Burnett in the house. There's my buddy Eric Massey from Eric Massey Jig Company. Fat Boy, Eric Fishing, Fins and Fowl in the house. Richard Fishing and Freedom, Fishing the Dream. What's going on, bud? Fishing Haley, Indian Chris. It's all mine. I got a bunch of people here. John Patrick, Keith, Doc, Mike Baker. They're still coming in. If I missed anybody, there's Sampy, Mike Sampson. What's going on, my friend, for the great state of Tennessee? Real and Vert. I said hello to Troy. All right. This is the part where I pull the trigger, kick the tires, and light the fires. Welcome to the Catfish and Crappie podcast. What a great weekend, gentlemen. I want to thank you. I want to thank everybody in chat, the ones that were here. It looks like they were all here. They all look familiar, like they were hanging out. We got 95 people in here checking it out already, 52 thumbs up. I appreciate you. If you could share this out at the beginning, that would be awesome. If you give me a thumbs up, even better. There's Lyle from Catfish Weekly. What's going on, Lyle? Mike Irvin. If I didn't say hello, I'm saying hello now. I think I got everybody. All right. So this weekend was the Elite Round, also known as Final Four. You four gentlemen were the cream of the crop. You made it to the top. That kind of rhymes, doesn't it?
Yeah.
That's it.
Hey, you better patent that.
It's almost
That's
like
good.
they did that on purpose.
That's going to be in the next one. I'm going to use that. It'll be on the next thumbnail. Watch. Got to put that on, or I'll title the next podcast. But we made it. I don't want to say it was easy getting here for you guys. I definitely know it wasn't easy for me with all the hurdles we had to jump over with weather and rescheduling and all the other cats that I had to wrangle together or herd. But I can tell you one thing: everybody that's been in it, all the time that I spent on it has definitely been worth it. So thank you again to everybody. Thank you. So I'll probably do that again afterwards. Let's start with the two with one of the, you know what, I'm going to rearrange here the people on the screen. Actually it's right. Let's start off with Brian B versus Freddie. There we go. We're going to match you guys up like that. How are you feeling, Freddie?
Oh, I'm feeling great, Mark. Woo.
All right, hold it right there. Let's ask Brian B. Brian B, how are you feeling, bud? No comment from Brian B. All right, so
No, I'm good.
you probably feel like I do going on day 2 of not smoking. I feel pretty antsy, not wanting to be wherever I'm at. I know that feeling.
I'm good.
Did I tell you guys I went?
Didn't hurt me too bad.
I tried to go. Well, you guys both deserved it. But anyways, I went crappie fishing today, and my crappie spot was iced over. Can you believe that? Ridiculous. Anyways, I'm having a rough day today. Two Stance Fishing says, y'all get comfortable. I am winning this next year, or Stan 3 is. Either 2 or 3, but one of us is winning this next year. Cool. It'll be a pleasure to have you, both of you. And did I tell you guys that Stan 3 is my favorite?
I've heard that.
I might have said
Are you talking about between the two of them or just in general?
between the two of them.
Oh, okay. That makes
Wait,
more
now that
sense.
I'm in the finals, Mark, I can do this, right?
You can. Let's not get carried away. Let's go back to the beginning of the day. So, Brian B., you had some pretty nasty weather. I know it was what you were saying, 40 knot winds, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Was that predicted?
Well, the people, it's 40 knots, but to people that don't know what the knots are, you're talking about maybe like 46.5 or something around that mile per hour winds on the river. So that is scary on the boat. So my little ass boat was staying in the driveway when it's that windy.
Holy
Dang,
smokes.
Ronnie Moore.
Ronnie Moore with the $50 super sizzling super sticker. Thank you, my friend. Thank you.
Bam.
Holy smokes. Catfishing with Kaz with the $5 sizzling super chat. She says, all aboard Catfish family. Ronnie Moore with crazy $50. Thank you, Ronnie. I appreciate you. There's Chad from Fields to Water. Chad, I'm still waiting for him to say my name correctly. Long story. He was giving me Tara and Tara issue. Oh, here we go. And now Jay Fox wants me to say it. Now, this show is not about me, folks, but I'll say it. It's Pshibish. That's how you say my last name. You'll have to trust me on that. Pshibish. Close enough. We'll give Ronnie the spotlight here again for a little bit, and then we'll go back over to Kaz. I like to give my super chatter some spotlight. All right, so you were thinking
awesome, dude.
approximately what, 47 miles an hour, you said?
About 46 and some change.
That ain't no joke. Now, was those gusts or was that constant?
It was gust of 46.
Okay.
It was the normal winds was 15 to 25. What that was, I'm not for sure, but it was too much for me to take the boat out. After that day, we went out with Lyle, and when we came back across the river, and I lost my hat and all that, I was like, yeah, we're not doing this again when we get up to 20, 25. It's too much. I had to keep it on plane to get across.
It's hard to keep them lines in the water the way you need them in order to get a good bite. Don't you think?
Swing and swing. Swing and swing. Double anchor is still going to do the same thing.
Don't congratulate me yet. Congratulate me in about 5 years, Indiana Chris. He said congrats on quitting smoking. I don't count myself as a quitter just yet, but thank you. Yeah, this I've had a and can you explain to the people in podcast land what your boat is a little bit?
It's a 17-foot bass tracker, 17-foot bass tracker, aluminum.
So it's a pretty low-sided boat, right?
Oh yeah, definitely low.
Yeah, that makes it a little sketchy. I mean, it'll float, but it doesn't mean that it's going to be comfortable out there in that kind of.
Oh yeah, a 1 foot wave you can hit okay, but when they get to that 1.5 to 2 foot wave, depending on the wind and how it's blowing, you're liable. If you come off plane and slow down, you're liable to take it on a wave. It's going to be in your boat.
Wow.
So
I don't have the highest side boat, but waves like that'll come crashing over the front too on occasion. So you gotta be careful. Once you start taking on water, which I've done once or twice, which is why I have I think mine's like a 1,200 gallon per hour pump. That thing pumps it shoots it out the side pretty good. It pumps pretty good, but it's come in handy a couple of times. So I'm glad that you took safety into consideration, even though it might have cost you a win. It was still great to have you on screen. It always is. And if you and Creo want to contact me, maybe we can work something out and get you that rematch that you guys wanted so bad that I'm not even going to lie. After Saturday, I'm like, oh my God, these guys are gonna kill me for not letting them at each other.
We said in the chat, I told him, I said, we just got to set something up. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. But I don't know. I might want to see Freddie again because Freddie got a chance to beat him.
Yeah, now you got two people to give the Will Smith treatment. And that's all I'm gonna say.
Hey, we could do a special 1 day thing, call it the Final Four Flip, where Brian go get Creo and I go.
Let's keep these ideas to ourselves, folks.
Yeah,
we'll talk about them later. But I like the way
I got a ton of them.
I like the way you guys are talking. I'm always happy to help with anything like that. I might be helping keep your eyes on the community tabs. Me and these gentlemen up here. There's something exciting in the works coming up. That's all I'm going to say, but you're going to want to keep tuned in for that too. Also, let me take a second here, folks, to plug my Size Matters Crappie tournament that's happening on April 23rd. If you want to get in on that, email me at catfishandcrappie.com. Just say, I want in. Put your full name and URL. Look at this, Morello. Your full name and URL to your channel if you have one. If you don't, you can still fish. Rules are pretty much standard rules. 9 inches or better count. It's going to be a numbers tournament. If you want to keep the crappie, if they're legal on your body of water, go ahead and keep them. Don't go over the limit. Don't go under the size limit. If you got a 10-inch minimum limit on your lake, you got to throw anything under 10 back, even though the 9s count. Simple rules. You can have a Joey or not. That's up to you. It's going to be a quick tournament. I haven't decided whether it's going to be 4 or 5 hours. I'm kind of leaning towards 4. If we do a 10-inch like I was planning originally, we would do a 5. But I think with the 9-inch, we can put a lot of fish in the boat and get a lot of excitement going. So there it is. Size at catfishandcrappie.com. It's going to happen on Saturday, April 23rd on the Catfish and Crappie YouTube channel. So come back and join us if you're not getting in there. We still got spaces open, folks. So cool. I think we still got 3 more open. So once it fills up, it's all going to be done. But if I need to use that wheel of misfortune, I definitely will. And we all have feelings about the wheel of misfortune. How do you guys feel of that random wheel?
I'm good.
At the end of the day, I think that's the best way to do.
I think it's the fairest way, and it also it makes life easier on me. P&B Catfishing with the $10 super chat. Thank you, sir. Sizzling super chat. I got to remember to say that. Murillo Family Fishing. It says, I think you should just run the 1 versus 1 all year. We'll see. Thank you, PB Catfishing.
That will be stressful on Mark.
Oh, no doubt.
It definitely would be. And it's something I definitely considered. I also have something down the pipeline that I haven't told any about, and that could very well play into those rules. Mike, let's give it some more. He says, seriously, you could do this 3 times a year and just avoid winter. And it isn't about the prizes. This is about the fun, competition, entertainment. The buzz is incredible. Keep it going. Thank you, sir, very much.
I agree.
So we got all that out of the way. Hey, Cody, what's going on? Freddie. All right, before we talk to you, Freddie, I posted a poll up in the chat. The question for the poll was, did the Elite Round turn out the way you expected? And 54% say yes.
Okay.
So I'm going to end that poll right here. So some people actually thought that it would turn out the way. Freddie, did you think it would turn out that way?
To be honest, I thought mine and Brian's would probably come down to the last 10 to 15 minutes with one fish winning it between the two of us. And then again, Brian's weather was a little bit worse than mine. I was dealing with 10 to 20 mile an hour wind. And the river I was on was about triple what it usually was as far as cubics per second and whatnot. It's usually about 6,000, and it was 18 to 20,000 that day. I ended up losing an anchor because of it.
Yeah.
But the fish still bit for me well enough to win. You know, I had a pretty good day for me.
Mm-hmm.
An average day for Brian, but it would have been. I think it would have been a really tight match if he would have been able to get on the water. So.
Well, all right. While I got you guys on here, and I still think I have this loaded up, here are the rules that were agreed upon. These were the agreed on rules. It was only catfish. It was a catfish less than 10 pounds were equal to 1 point. Equal to or greater than 10 pounds was equal to 2 points. Obviously, you had to get fish in a boat, and a joey was allowed on the boat or the bank for either of those. So those were some pretty standard rules. Now, I do need to bring this up, Creel. Mm-hmm. If this was a 4-way final, right, my friend? Let me take this off screen here. I got too much stuff going on here as usual. If this was a 4-way final, I think you know where I'm going with this.
Oh, yeah. I agree on. I'm very glad I was not fishing ready.
Freddie's numbers would have taken out you and Brian.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely, they would have.
And Freddie was on a fire bite. He was on fire.
Yep.
When I left and changed spots, I think he was at 4 points.
Yep.
It was 3 or 4.
Fish
and then when I came back, they said 7. Then he said 8. I said, hold up, I'm done. I knew I was done when I cast it out in my where I cast out at. I'm casting towards the main channel, but it's shallow there. It's a shallow flat, and I could pretty much might get a turn or 2 of the reel. I'm like, oh man, ain't no water there.
Well, look, I'll make y'all laugh. I'm all the way in the back of the boat, and my son Gabe's kind of standing by the console. And every time Freddie would holler fish on, the 4th, 5th time, Gabe says, Daddy, is that the guy you fished against? I said, no, that's the other. Right. Good thing, because we wouldn't catch nothing at that point. But
Yeah, I'm looking at the scoreboard here. I was just bringing it up here. Do you guys want me to remind you of the scoreboard? Anybody in chat want to hear it? Here's at the end of the day. This is where the scores landed. All right. In the 1-versus-1 between Brian and Freddie, it was, again, you guys know what the rules are. Brian had one fish for 10.96 pounds. That was a blue cat, correct, Brian?
Yeah.
Just to refresh my memory. So that was worth 2 points. And Freddie had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 fish total for a total of 11 points. So there you go. Remember that, folks. 11 points. We got guys telling me to put another poll up here. We'll hold on a second. Let me get caught up. And then Creel versus Danny. Now remember, Freddie's 11 points. Creel versus Danny, same rules. Creel put 4 fish in the boat. Mind you, 2 of them were right at 25 pounds. One was a hair over, one was a hair under. But that only converted into six points. You know, and poor Danny. Danny had an uphill battle. And Danny, before we get into what actually happened, you even fished like the rest of the day out, didn't you?
Oh yeah, I stayed till late that night and had a great time.
You did, and a cool video.
You made a video out of it.
Yeah. Well,
oh yeah. Well, I mean, I wanted to show people that you know what kind of attitude I'm gonna have even after a massive beatdown like I took. Just keep fishing and have a good time. And I tell you what, if you watch the video, I had a pretty good time that night. Didn't catch no fish, but man, we had fun, brother.
That was a good video, and we'll definitely talk about that. So, well, did you catch any fish later in the day? I was in and out of your live all evening.
Nothing, all day.
Oh,
I'll tell you what, I had the perfect house of cards built all week. I fished that spot against Tara, and did great. Fished that spot against Lee, did great. I went there Thursday night before the tournament, did pretty good. We showed up there Saturday morning, me and Ronnie. I mean, we booked. We got up really early. We carried stuff down there. We got there in the dark. We set up on the spot. We had the camera set up. The rods were baited up, ready to go. Our chairs were set out. Everything was all set. And right before 8 o'clock, 2 guys showed up, and they pulled down there beside us, and they walked up, and they sat 6-8 feet from us. I told them, I said, guys, you know, we're here in the spot, and I'm fishing a tournament. And he basically, in some very rude terminology, told me he didn't care about that tournament, and commenced to casting across my lines and pulling them in. I can only take so much of that, guys. And then that's when me and Ronnie decided to make a move after sitting there and going through that. At one time, I had 6 rods out. At one time, he casted across and pulled all 4 of my 6 lines in. And he kept doing it over and over and over. And I said, you know what? There's no way we're going to do anything of this. We got to move. And I looked at Ronnie and I told him, that's it. I said, we're done. Because this is the only spot that I could get into where I knew I could be productive and catch fish. And once I had to leave that spot versus getting into a physical altercation, I knew it was over. I knew when we packed up to move, it was over. But you know what? It's bank fishing, guys. And you're going to run into that. It's not like the boat where somebody pulls up there, you just fire up the motor and you go somewhere else. Bank fishing, if somebody pulls that on you, you're done. You know? And
are you bad mouthing us boat fishermen, Danny Stone?
No, I'm saying I wish I had a freaking boat.
You know, I know a guy whose initials go by JD that can set you up and get you a boat, get you out of it. You got to talk to that man down there. He'll take good care of you. J-Dog, if you guys don't know him. Before I move on, I do want to, North Folk Outdoors has a question for you, Creole. He says, did something happen on Creole's boat before he moved? It seemed like they were having trouble with something.
Just like you couldn't see it on camera, but in front of my boat, there's a very hard bend in the river that's not but maybe 1,000 feet from the front of the boat. And I turned around and saw a barge sideways in that curve coming my way, and he honked at us. That was just me quickly trying to reel up the rods and get off my anchor so I could get out of his way, because he didn't give me a whole bunch of time. So that's what that.
Yeah, people don't understand how fast them barges can sneak up on you. They seem like they're a long ways away, but how fast are they traveling? You think 3-4 miles an hour, something like that?
Well, he was going awfully fast. He was probably approaching 10 miles an hour because he was downstream in a 3-4 mile an hour current. He was sliding around that dirt track race. He was sideways. Thing. It was when I turned around. I said, whoa, okay, we got it. And when you see a barge in that curve, you can already read the name on the tug. He's that close. So, yeah, it was time to move.
Yeah, the barges will. I had my first experience with actually being on a fishing boat and barges coming by, and that's no joke. I mean, they'll pass you up, and you'll have 5 solid minutes of wake afterwards.
Yep,
bouncing from side to side, and they're no joke. There's some pretty big waves, pretty cool stuff, but not cool if you're in the boat, but it's pretty incredible, I should say. So, all right, Creel. So let's go back to how your day went. We went over to score. You put those 4 fish in the boat, 2 of them right around 25 pounds, very respectable fish. I've seen you catch a lot bigger, but I've seen other people catch a lot smaller, including myself as far as blue cats go. I ain't going to lie. So how do you feel your day went?
My day didn't go as well as I was hoping, but when we got on the river, saw how muddy it was. The first time I threw my lines out, all kinds of grass and trash on my lines. When I saw that, I knew I was going to have a very tough day. Because anybody who fishes the river knows if you got a bunch of trash in that water, those fish are hunkered down and they aren't moving. And what's bad is the spot I was fishing depends on the fish being moving to be very productive. So that kind of more or less shut down my plan A that I had for trying to put some fish in the boat. Luckily, I put a few fish in the boat, but wasn't what I was hoping for. So that's why I ended up moving a few times, trying to figure out where they were at.
Well, you got on enough of them to pull off the win, so congratulations, obviously. Mr. Morello, Mike Morello Family Fishing said, did Creel have 2 joeys last weekend? No. Jeremy came to me and said his father wanted to be on the boat as an observer.
Yeah,
that's exactly what he was. He was just sitting there for a look.
He was hanging around with us and to bark orders at us every now and then.
He was the camera guy. We'll just put it that way.
He was my camera. He never touched bait. He never touched the rig. He never touched the rod. He didn't touch anything other than just stand there and holler at me every night. Yep.
Rod Knocker Fishing says Mississippi was bad, nasty.
Yeah.
Yes, it was.
I like the way you think, Murillo. That would be a good idea.
What's going on, Kevin? Kevin from Palmetto Cats in the house. What's up, Kevin? Wayne Hoska saying hello. Downtown Ernie Brown, he's in the house. I think I said hello to him, but you can never say hello again. So, all right. So, I know we got 2 guys here that did this. This is their second time around. I will ask them later. What about you, Freddie? Freddie? I noticed your username says Uber Freddie. I just caught that out of the corner of my eye. Hold on, let me show solo screen so the people on their phone can see.
Well, Creole is the bus driver, and he's been at this a while, so I think he's getting up into age that he needs an Uber ride to the house. So I think this Saturday might be his Uber ride home.
So you claiming the bus is broken down and you're going to drive him home? Is that what you're saying?
That's what I'm hoping for. We'll say.
Holy smokes!
9-0. 9.
Well, I got to break it before you get to that double digits. That's all I'm saying.
Yep. If you're going to stop him, you better stop him now, because once he hits that double, man.
He gonna just man.
Hey, fellas, we're talking about Jeremy here. He's pretty humble.
He's not.
All right.
Every time I see him, he got that daggone cup in Hey, Brian.
Humble.
How you like it,
Jeremy? I guarantee it's in reaching distance.
No. It's in the kitchen. It's not within reaching distance. Believe it or not.
See,
Well, I
look,
love to see that cup.
he know I ain't in it no more, so he can't mess with me. So he said, you know what, just go and put it away. I can't tease him no more.
Fair.
There's people, two stands fishing in chat's already asking for a rematch. In due time, we got to make you guys wait. We need to talk this up, get a little publicity going. I want to thank all 106 of you for being here in chat. You guys are awesome. There's Chad
Stan
Nolte.
want a rematch with J Dog.
I'm sorry.
Stan want a rematch with J Dog.
That could be. That could be. They could have had it this time, but they didn't.
We could.
There's always next year.
We could
We could have
do a rematch. 1v1 with the losers.
I can't call it that.
I'm part of that.
Hey, and nothing but winners at the 1v1 this year, as far as I'm concerned. You guys are all awesome. It's like I said the last show, it's created so much buzz and so much attention for not just me, but everybody that's been part of it. I've got nothing but positive feedback from the sponsors and stuff. So
said, I'm in.
There we go. Everybody's in. So a little bit about my experience with the 1v1, not that this shows about me. I'm just figure I'd share. As the tournament director, I love saying that because it makes Chad mad.
It make you sound important too, because you are important.
Oh, thank you, sir. I was going to say not that I am, but I'm actually never mind. I got something coming down the pipe for that too. Always got something in the works. It's been overwhelming. It's been rewarding. It's been a lot of work, and it's been a lot of what can I say? It's been extremely rewarding. I don't know how else to say it. I'm happy that we're going to have the final this week, not to see it go, but to see it, play forward. So we'll definitely be doing some tournaments and stuff like this in the near future. I've actually procured some things that'll help make this happen and really be it'll help make this stuff work a lot better. So we're looking forward to that. I got some contacts with in contact with some pretty big tournament directors. I might have a couple of local sponsors that came out of this deal. Yep. So I'm grateful for that. So that's some of this news. So hopefully things will work out too. I went to pick up the new cups the new cup this year for the prize, guys. And it looked nice. It was laser matched, but the place that was doing the laser matching couldn't get the couldn't make it boombastic enough, because Creel knows what I'm talking about. If you guys look at this cup, I like that logo and I like that to be on there. Yeah. So I'm having wraps made for them. So they're going to look cool. They're going to get wrapped right up at the top. So I should be able to get them by Friday. So hopefully I'll be able to post pictures, shorts, or TikToks of them. I'm really looking forward to it. I've already got a couple of sneak peeks from it. So.
And go ahead and box it up and put it in the mail and have my name on it. And all you got to do is hit send when it gets done.
All right. We can do that.
And as soon as Freddie's done looking at it and crying, send it to me where it's going to stay forever.
Well,
I mean, and it does tickle me to death to know that you guys want that Yeti cup so much. It's kind of cool. I kind of want one, but I don't even make one for myself. I make one and only one with each one of these tournaments, just like I did with the America hats. I did that on a limited basis, and I always make it a point not to give myself one. I do have a couple of hats that are just mine, but those are test hats. Those weren't made up for that reason. Speaking of hats and merch, links to my merch are in the description. Please go over there. You can support the channel and get some really good merch that I have offered. Everything is Betty approved. Betty ordered some stuff. A few other people, like It's All Mine, ordered some stuff. A couple other people, even Murillo and a couple other folks. Murillo's kids looked adorable if you saw those pictures in the bucket hats. I was really grateful for that, and no one's had any problems. One person had a return to do, and they returned it and got them new stuff in 3 days' time. So I'm real happy with the service. It says, Mark, don't look now, but someone stole my couch. I don't have no couch here anymore. What happened?
Couch been gone.
It's been gone for a while. Where have you been, Josh? So real quick, let's I do want to bring this up. Like I said, with Danny Stone got a video out of the day. It's on his channel, link in the description. I want you guys, if you have the time, to go there and watch it. It made me laugh for about a half hour. It's like 30 minutes long. Danny was telling stories about him growing up as a country boy, and he went into a bunch of other topics and stuff that really I thought was super entertaining. I highly recommend that you do it. Here's a little hint. I was eating some spaghetti I had left over, right, in a big old bowl of spaghetti, and he started talking about spaghetti out of nowhere in this video, and I had to wipe it off of my keyboard. I was laughing so hard. So thanks, Danny. You owe me a keyboard.
Hey, you got a laugh out of it, so we're gonna call it even.
I did. We'll call it even.
But you know, the whole point of that video was to show people, you know, that's truly how I felt at the end of the day. I had a great time. I could have let a lot of the bad situations that happened that day get me down and put me in a mood that nobody would have cared for. But that's not Danny Stone. I mean, I'm going to turn it around. We're going to laugh. We're going to have a good time. And we're going to thank everybody for everything they did for us that day. And I do that in the video. I mean, if you watch it all the way through, watch it all the way through. It's 30-something minutes long. I'll bring up a lot of people's names in there. And nothing against anybody. I'm telling you, it was great to talk about those people. Okay? Well, you know, you can tell I was having fun.
You definitely were. You know, you had a really hard day fishing. You had a lot of stress with all those external stressors with those guys giving you the business on the bank there.
You got to shake it off, man. You just got to shake it off.
Shake it off, keep fishing, and you definitely did. That's a perfect example.
A prime example of what you should do. That's a life lesson.
Yep.
And anything else, so when you get people like that, brush it off, man. Keep it moving.
Brush it off and have a good time. You know, I mean, because I look at it like this. I mean, I'm trying to build my resume in the catfish community with the different tournaments, and I've had a few wins, and I've had several second places. To me, to be in the Final Four, and you look at the list of people I had to get past to get that, which are amazing people, dude. To put it on my resume that I was in the Final Four, I'm good with that. I'm definitely good with that. Because I look at the people that didn't get there and thinking, how in the crap did I get past these people? Because they're good. So, dude, I couldn't be happier. I could be happier. And another thing, me and Creole's River was tore up. I mean, it was in bad shape.
Yep.
I would rather Creole catch fish than beat me, than we both skunk and have to spin that wheel. Because to me, that's just that would be a sucky way to win. Not that it's, you know, I mean, for us, I want a clear decision, and Creole gave it to you.
please don't give me a tie this weekend. That's the last thing I want to do.
You know, it's a fair
that
way to
would
do
be
it.
interesting.
That's not how we want to win this. That's not how we want to go. Guys, we don't want to do that.
I'm going to take Brian off screen if he keeps bringing that up.
Yeah.
Uncle Lou, what's going on? Uncle Lou, one of the great sponsors. He's also a channel member, a crew member. Thank you, Uncle Lou, for sponsoring. We're going to be giving away one of the great Uncle Lou prizes, obviously, this Saturday. Also, for the winner, you get your choice between an Uncle Lou rod and another rod. Not a sponsor, so I won't mention their name. For Mr. Fracture Fish, I want to thank you them. I saved some of the better prizes for the last day, so if you're listening now, set the reminder, go over to the tab. I will be updating the thumbnail. Haven't got around to it yet. I'm still been kind of busy, so doesn't mean you can't go there. Set your reminder and be there Saturday morning. We're going to have prizes from beginning to end like we've been doing, so if you want to get on these drawings, be in there, take part. You got to chat. You're going to have to be a member to do so, or not a member, I'm sorry, a subscriber to do so. I think that's only fair if you want to get in on the giveaways and stuff. So wouldn't you guys agree?
Agree.
Totally.
And Brian, look, that gives us a chance to at least win something.
Mr. Murillo's talking. Did you say 2? Yes, we said stew. We know what we're talking about. Definitely do. Life lesson, Brian. Life lesson number 2, Brian B. Don't mess with the Pooh Bear.
You got pull on you, man.
Don't do it. Don't do it, Chad. Don't do it, Chad. Don't do it.
Something else that I think bait shop's going to be pretty interesting this Thursday.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Already.
That on the fields.
I might not even tune in because I don't even want to have to hack their server to jump into the panel.
If you guys are listening on the podcast, you can check it out Thursday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time on the Fields to Water YouTube channel. He does a show called The Bait Shop that's kind of like fishing, but has nothing to do with fishing. Just a bunch of fishing folks hanging out, chewing the fat, having a good time, usually giving me a hard time, to be honest with you. But that's another story. All right, so there's Chad's plug. Check him out. His link's probably in the description somewhere. If not, Fields to Find's easy to find. All right, let's talk about what happened after the tournament. There was something that happened on Pontoon Jody's channel.
Oh God.
I couldn't look away. I don't know what else to say. And this goes back to the first day of the event. Jody got picked, and she picked William Warner, also known as Pork Chop, from the pool of competitors. They went up against each other, and Jody won. You'll have to go back and watch, but she won. Wouldn't you agree, Creel?
She did. According to she did win.
According to the rules, and we'll talk about future rules, she did win. They had a little side bet going. And on the side bet was loser has to fish for an hour on live stream in a dress. Now, you might think at home and on the podcast that, you know, having a woman or a lady like Jody in a dress is no big deal. But I have yet to have seen her in a dress. I think there might be a couple of like wedding pictures or something of her daughter or something on her Facebook page. But it's been a while since I've seen them. I don't think anybody in the catfish community has seen her fish in a dress. So I'm like, okay, that seems like a pretty good bet for them too. And should I say it's fortunate or unfortunate for us viewers that Jody won?
I don't know. Ways on that. I don't know. That's a tough call, to be honest.
That definitely is a tough call, because what we saw Saturday afternoon was beyond description. Pork Chop did stand up and did fulfill his bet. And was it just me, or did he push it off the edge? Am I thinking the same thing? What did you notice, guys? Or Brian, what did you notice about it that pushed it over the edge for you?
For Pork Chop?
Yeah.
The wig. I thought he just had to wear a dress. Putting the wig on, I'm like, oh. He did this before.
Which is okay. We don't judge. But the problem that kind of pushed it over the edge is that dress resembled Jody's hair color, didn't it? Even the curls?
Yep.
I thought that was pretty.
He had the curls. I don't know. He had the Mountain Dew hat on. He was giving low budget shout outs. He was a hot mess, I'll tell you that.
He definitely was. And he had no problems. He had no shame, and more power to him. I was gonna offer a super chat to get him to he wore pants underneath that dress, which I thought was kind of cheating, but I didn't want to go there. I really did want to, so I left good well enough alone. I didn't raise any problems. All I know is I was, including myself, I saw people quoting songs like "To the Windows" in the chat.
I was watching and I was like, ooh, Then everybody was saying, why you got pants on? I was like, no, don't take your pants off.
No.
It was a lot of fun. There he is.
Yeah, because a good breeze would have been a bad situation for everybody.
No.
There's Pork Chop. Pork Chop, good job, buddy. New to YouTube in the house.
Myself personally, I don't think he could have pulled it off any better. I mean,
think
he pulled it off. That man was a champ in my eyes that day. Absolute champ.
Yep.
Because the way he pulled that off, man, he pulled it off with honor and class in my book. I mean, he
Absolutely.
went for it and he didn't
Oh
hold
yeah,
back.
he started it all. When he started it all,
Great job.
no, this not pork chop. This Mrs. Pork Chop. I was like,
Yeah.
oh my god.
Yeah, great job. Hey, Tim, what's going on, Tim? What's going on, Uncle Lou again? Buck Williams in the house. How you doing?
It was funny.
Art 110 Fishing Club. I think I said hello to Art. He says,
Hey, y'all don't tell nobody. I heard that Fishing the Mid-South, they're trying to get into contact with Miss Pork Chop. That's what I heard.
Ooh.
ooh.
We got a love connection going, do we?
I don't know. Maybe he's seen something. You know, they say some people believe in love at first sight.
All right. I don't know how to take this, Mr. Morello.
Well, I mean, we can start a dating thing on the Catfish community. I guess they call it hooked up. You know?
Could be. We can do that on Jody's channel. We're not going to do that on this one. Mr. Murillo says, I am eating pork chops right now in his honor. We salute you.
There you go.
Let's see what else is going on in chat.
J Dog, where's Stan? Stan? Yeah, Stan.
Ooh.
J Dog says, well, crap, I came in here because someone was trash talking about me, but I guess he don't want to end up like Chris Rock.
Stan in here, he listening. He might be doing something.
There's Has Life in the house. What's up, player? What's up? What's up? Potomac River Monsters. What's going on, Smoke? How you doing? All right, cool.
Now, Mark, I do gotta get a hold of Lyle. You know, there was a sticker that came out last year that I might have to get modified with some new names on it.
Oh.
I forgot about that.
Oh, these guys got jokes.
I wish I had that loaded up, but I don't.
Yeah.
The thing is, Danny, he's not joking. He's
Yeah,
not.
but I mean, the play on words is genius.
I bet you could even talk Cat into pitching in some money to get that sticker made.
Oh, wow.
Two Stan says, to hell with that, J Dog. You would be. Oh no, they're threatening each other in chat already.
That's what we're talking about, though. The Fresh Prince on his
I'm
face.
gonna send all these guys to
genius.
Bel Air, also known as Timeout. All right, so I also do want to make the announcement. We did talk like right after the tournament. Pardon that. These are my nicotine mints, folks, if you're hearing that in the background. And same rules are going to apply, which was kind of interesting that they did that. No changes, no nothing. It's going to be the same rules. So tune in on Saturday and let's see what happens. Do you guys in chat, let's just holler out. Let me know if you think those rules worked better. Do you think it's going to be to someone's advantage? Do you think they're fair? Let's see what everybody in chat thinks. And when they start entering in there's a little bit of a pause. We'll go through and see what these guys think. I see Halana. What's going on, Halana? How you doing? She's on her break. Congratulations on the new job. Don't do it while you're on the clock because we don't want you to lose your position. But thank you for stopping in. I know she's proud of her dad, that's for sure. What was your family's reaction, Freddie, when you finished the tournament?
Well, I was the last probably 2 minutes of the countdown. I was getting message. I got probably 6 or 8 messages between Nina, Halana, and my other daughter Tatum going, "Woohoo, go Dad, congratulations, you got this, it's over." And when I got home, it was just the same. They had bigger smiles than I had on my face when I got home. So
they had balloons and everything going.
What?
They had balloons and everything popping.
All right, now I got to do this. I'm supposed to be Switzerland.
Handle your business.
What? I'm good. I'm good.
What's going on, Jay's
Well, damn,
Catfish?
Freddie.
Everybody in chat, D says she likes the rules. Ronnie Moore says they're fair. Sean Chili says rules are perfect. Catfish Bandit sounds fair to me. I'm looking to see someone who there we go. Fat Boy Eric says the big one should be 3 points. The rules have kind of been agreed on already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's the
I'm
thing about
coming
the
here
rules.
trying to change rules and you don't even catch fish.
Oh, wow. These guys are still talking smack. Even at Brian just got up to go do something. I was just going to ask him if there was anything waiting for him when he got home. How about you, Danny? Is that why you didn't get home? There was nothing waiting for you at home?
For what?
Like no balloons or?
No, man. I just wanted, I knew I wasn't going to get to fish Sunday because I'd already promised my grandkids I'd spend the day with them. So
That's
I
right.
had to take advantage of every minute of Saturday that I could to fish if I wanted to fish, which means I had to stay late and hang out and get that. You never get it out of your system, but you can kind of, pacify yourself with it. And I just didn't want to leave yet, I mean, who doesn't want to be on the water, So I took advantage of that. Went live. First, I went live on Lee Evans' channel, hung out with him. We bounced around to several different places. When everybody else decided they weren't going to go live anymore, then that's when I was primed. I'd already been up long enough, and lack of food was slap happy. And I said, we got to go crazy with this. So let's go live one more time and get stupid. And I did it.
Lyle Stokes over at Catfish Weekly says rules. All you need are pounds or numbers. Lyle is old school. Definitely. We can understand all that. I'm a pounds kind of guy myself, numbers as well, but I got no problem with points. I think that adds a little bit. This isn't like a big money tournament or anything, so
well,
I can
with the
guarantee
points,
that.
with the point system that we had set up, I mean, Creole's going to catch big fish. We know that. We're not all catch big fish. That way, I mean, he's not just going to run off and leave us, but he still gets a little something extra for catching that big fish. Gets double the points for it. But then it's not going to be like where he just walks off and nobody's got a chance of beating him. If you go wait, what's the point? You just might as well throw up the white flag,
Well, for those just tuning in for the first time on the podcast, I real quick overview is
Same thing,
this tournament happens all over the country, different bodies of water, different weather conditions, different surroundings, different rules and regulations. So we got to make up for all of that stuff. And by being able to adjust the rules accordingly to try and get as fair a competition as possible just makes for a better tournament as far as I'm concerned. I started it that way, and I think I did all right. So we'll continue doing that. I think those are good rules that you had this weekend. Being that two of the competitors are moving forward and comparing what the results would have been if it was, all of them against one another, I think it's pretty much as fair as it gets. Freddie is the underdog. I don't mean that in saying he's a bad angler or anything. He's just a new guy coming up in the tournament, and he's made it all the way to the end by playing that game, and that's how part of this tournament is playing it like a game, playing to win and going from there. So we've seen some PB. We've seen a PB get caught by Mike Greenwell. Congratulations again on that, Mike. We've given away a lot of prizes. We've seen a lot of numbers of fish. We've seen people get really excited about the tournament. So I'm happy with the turnout or how it turned out. So cool. All right. So what's your plan, Brian B., now that you're not going to Disney World?
Looking at my weather, I'm gonna be out on the water Saturday.
Well, hopefully you'll watch from Saturday, and if you let me know.
Definitely, I'm not going live. I would never do that. On top of that, I'll be out on the water.
I know that you'll be watching and cheering on. Who are you going to? Okay, let me ask you this: who are you going to root for on Saturday, Brian? Freddie or Creole?
I thought about that a little while ago, and I said, you know what? I can't root for one. Both of them, they my bros. But
There you go.
when it came down to it, I can't root for none of them. Neither one of them. I hope both of them lose. But no, I just hope they give a great show, which I know they're gonna do. I don't have a favorite in it.
Brian's hoping you both skunk.
Right. But no, I don't have a favorite in it. I got, like I said, both of them are brothers. So
Spin that wheel.
put on a good show and made the best man win, and that's fishing.
I'm pretty sure I'm not going to let the wheel decide the champion.
You can't.
No.
That would be criminal.
No.
Just as
I think it's going to be if Freddie goes out with the same goal that he went out with last Saturday, and Creole go out and do his thing, it still could be close.
Yep.
That gentleman right at the top ran one of my 1 versus 1 90 minutes late. I'm not afraid to let that happen again, just so you know, guys know.
Yeah.
So I may hold you hostage till we get a winner. So hopefully that'll happen. I don't care if I run out of giving away prizes and stuff. We're going to get a winner fair and square. I want the best man to win. I can't end it that way. So, which is
Mark's
really
going to be like, tune in tomorrow and see if this is over.
Yeah. Part 14.
People going to church Sunday morning. They still watching. Who's going to catch the
Freddie's hooked up. Oh my God, Creole hooked up. We gotta keep going.
Hey, Lady Fox Outdoors. How you doing?
New to YouTube says Muddy Water got me hooked watching these tournaments. I feel like a cheerleader. Well, thank you very much. And
Awesome.
thanks for watching. I did say hello to Lady Fox, I believe, but I'll say hello again. Fishing with Kaz. I want to make sure Ron more. So I'm falling a little bit behind in chat here. So
If something happens, we got to go to overtime on this. We gonna start taking rods away. We gonna start.
There you go. Or adding more. It's going to turn into a jug line competition at the end if we got to put some fish in the boat.
It's over for Freddie. That's the case.
I don't think that's going to be the issue. Looking at my weather, I think we get the worst, depending on where it's coming from. We'll get the worst weather before they get it. So it looked like Freddie had the better weather before, and I had it, and it went up that way after the fact. So I think Saturday is going to be warm. Sunday is going to be warm. So I think Freddie will be good. And Creole should be good too.
Well, it's going to be raining Friday night into early Saturday.
Hey,
but that's good then.
I think you got more bad weather.
I like fishing after it rains. They activate the bite, especially after it rains.
Well, hey, Creole, seriously, from what I watch on news, just be careful, brother, because I mean, y'all's got some bad storms coming toward you. If the news is correct.
Wednesday we got some more rough.
Yeah.
Hopefully it don't rain as much as it did last time.
Yeah, you get it Wednesday, and I think we get it Thursday. From after it comes to you, we'll get it Thursday at some point.
I mean, hey, we deal with hurricanes right here. I ain't worried about no little thunderstorm. I ain't worried about that.
Bex from No Real Loss in the house. She says, "What's up, weirdos?" That's about right.
Yeah.
There's Tanya Hollis. How you doing, Tanya? Thanks for coming.
Tanya.
What's up? Mac fishing in the house. May the best fish win, says.
I just say Saturday is going to be awesome. It's going to be a good tournament.
Yeah, I think
It'll be interesting.
I think so.
It'll be a fun time. We're gonna have. I'm obviously gonna extend an invite to you guys if you guys want to stop in and razz the competitors or help me host a little bit or pop in and just say hello to everybody. Plug you guys are always welcome, and I'd love to have you. Uncle Jeep says Palmetto's boat has been given away 4 times already.
No, I gave it away at least 6 times last year.
We will not be giving away Kevin's boat on the show.
No, it's your show. We might give away yours.
Oh my!
Let me think about it.
Let me know before I finish the work, because if we're giving it away, I ain't finishing
Well, we will be watching Saturday, and we're not going to go live, but we've got plans for Saturday. But like I said, we're going to have the phones watching you guys. But I'm gonna be getting hooked up with Parker Pursuits, Richard Cluck, maybe Cody, Josh Wickler. We're gonna be out skipjack fishing, but we're gonna be watching you guys. So
hey, you can always, if you got a good signal, I'll send you a link. If you want to do a report from the skipjack party you guys are having, you can always do that. Be happy to give every one of those.
on, buddy. That'd be fantastic because I'm gonna have a whole bunch of guys there that everybody knows. We can do that.
That'd be cool to do. If you can get a good signal, we can definitely stop in and do that. We'll just have to, we'll have to interrupt you when a fish gets caught or when it's time to give away a prize. But if you want to give us a shout out, we'll plug everybody's channels that are out there. That'd be a lot of fun to do.
That'd be great, man. Let's do that.
I love to see when the catfish community gets together in real time and shares their experience with everybody. I'm also going to have Daryl from Trophy Seekers Outdoor. He's going to plug the Tennessee meet and greet that's happening here real soon. Hey, look at this super sticker, sizzling super sticker from Don R. Thank you very much, sir. We appreciate you. Wait, Crappie Day Fish On says, I got a boat. I will pay you to give away. Hey,
where's that? Show me the pictures. I'll come pick it up. Depending on where you live at.
I think he's in Texas, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong.
We got an eye on another boat right now, so we might
really
very, very soon.
Yeah. Buddy. Mad Catter Catfishing. What's up, Richard? How you doing, bud? I want to make sure I say hello to him. So guys, we're right here. We're right at an hour. I appreciate you very much. I appreciate everybody in chat. Without getting too mushy or anything, I'm going to save that for Saturday. I'm going to torture everybody before I give away that last prize. We did get some prizes added to the winner's prize. Next Monday, we're going to do the Joey giveaway. I got to go through all the video and make sure I got all the Joeys down. I did come up. If you're a Joey or you know a Joey, I did come up with the way that if you're a Joey on multiple days, your name will be entered multiple times. It's only fair. So if you were a Joey for 3 times, you get entered in 3 times to win. So I think that'll work good. It's a pretty good prize. Some people asked me if we were going to give one prize away or we're going to give multiple prizes away. I was thinking we're going to give one grand prize away to everybody to match it like the winner. I think I still may do that, but things may change between then and now. I don't guarantee it, though. Crappie Day says he's got a 1973 Ranger in central Missouri. Hey, I might know somebody who might take that, Crappie Day. We can talk.
I can go north in a minute.
There you go. James Dockery might be interested too. You never know. They're all in that area. So cool. Thank you, Crappie Day, for mentioning that. So thank you guys for giving me your time and your effort. I appreciate you. I look forward to seeing all 4 of you, whether you're visiting or competing on Saturday, and anybody else who is in the tournament. You're obviously welcome to come up. I'm seeing people come in here at the end. Hey, Duggar, if I didn't say hello to you, I apologize. It's been a busy night, which is a good thing. It keeps it going. We still got over 100 people in chat. If you could please hit that thumbs up on the way out, I'd appreciate it. Thank you very much. Here comes Saturday. Let's get her done. White out. Woo!
Okay.